Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is New Comic Book Wednesday, July 31st. I'm going to be reviewing books that are coming out the following Wednesday, August 7th. This year is just humming along. Hard to believe it's August already, or going to be August here in a few days. So we'll go through the books and kind of what I'm looking at on Midtown for next week. Not a huge week, kind of a light week, so nothing too outrageous, which is good. It'd be a nice break from my pocketbook. I did finish my pre-orders through Midtown. I got that ordered today. I pre-ordered 51 comic books, so I tried to buy as little as I could, but there's just a lot of books coming out in October. The October pre-orders, there's just some really good books coming out. A lot of great covers. I try to be as picky as I can and try not to buy excessively, but 51 different titles. So you do the math on that. Average price is over $3 a book, so yeah, and that's with pre-order pricing. So, I don't know. There was a while there, a couple of years, where I didn't do pre-orders. I just did a pull list, and yeah, I definitely save a lot more money now. Problem is, I also buy more. So, because I'll do pre-orders, and then I'll also pick up stuff that I missed, that I didn't pre-order, that all of a sudden looks good. So, it's a little tough, but you work with what you got. All right, guys, so let's jump into it here. Here is what I am looking at for next Wednesday, the 7th. We'll start off here with Dark Horse, Berserker Unbound. I definitely like this. I kind of like the Deodato cover better. So I don't really know the story here. Let's see the premise. A merciless sword and sorcery warrior finds himself blasted through a wormhole to a modern-day metropolis where he must protect those around him from an evil wizard determined to send him to hell. From the Eisner Award-winning team of Jeff Lemire and Mike Deodato and Frank Martin comes the Urban Warrior Fantasy Series. So the reason I'm picking this up is I like Jeff Lemire. I think most of the stuff he does is excellent. I like his writing style. And Deodato is a good artist, a very competent artist. So I think the combination, I think this could be a very good book. A lot of really good books coming out of Dark Horse lately. So, and I like the A cover here with him in the middle of New York City. It's kind of cool. Not a huge fan of Mike Mignola's artwork. I think it's okay most of the time, but that's what's on the B cover. There's the Mignola cover. So if you kind of like that style, you may want to pick that up, but I'm just going to go with the A cover on that. No One Left to Fight, #1, the second printings. I know that book got pretty hot. I think it's still like a $10 to $15 book easily on eBay. So if you missed it, this is your chance to maybe pick up the B cover. Or I'm sorry, the second printing rather. Different cover. At least they did a different cover this time. It's kind of a combination of Street Fighter meets wrestling or something like that, from what I understand. There's also issue #2 is out. It's just not my style or genre of comic books, so I passed on that. All right, I think that's it for Dark Horse. DC. Batman #76, the B cover. I definitely pre-ordered that. That is a beautiful Deodato cover. I love that, and it's a nice cardstock cover, so you definitely get a nice looking book there, hopefully. I pre-ordered that in advance. Deceased #4 comes out next week. I pre-ordered the Matina B cover of the Joker. Awesome. I love that cover. Very cool. And I also pre-ordered the horror homage. I don't know. I'm rethinking this. On my October orders, I did not order the horror homage covers. I didn't think they were that great. I definitely just went with the Matina, and I went with the A cover for number 5 with Deceased because I think Middleton's doing that. So, you know, it's the problem is, I mean, you could easily buy all 3 covers, but I pre-ordered the Joker and the C cover, so those are the ones I liked. Deathstroke number 46, the B cover by Scan, definitely a must-buy. I like Deathstroke. Christopher Priest does a great job on that series, and you can't get much better than a beautiful Scan cover in a Virgin style, you know, Virgin variant style. So awesome artwork, awesome writing. Definitely a must-buy for me. I pre-ordered that in advance. Moving on down the list here. Some of this stuff I don't pick up on a regular basis. Yeah. I think that's it for DC. All right. Dynamite Entertainment. I don't think there was anything in there either that struck me as a must-buy, so I believe I passed on all of this. I was picking up Kiss the End, the Stuart Sager Virgin covers. This one's okay. It's all right. I don't know. I mean, the coloring is pretty cool, but don't believe I pre-ordered that, so I'll probably pass on that. I think that does it for Dynamite Entertainment. Let me get through here. Okay, IDW. I think the only thing I picked up was I grabbed this second printing of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 95. There's Jinka's, I guess, is that her, it's not her first cover appearance. I know there's variants, and there was a San Diego Comic-Con variant that supposedly is her first appearance, so yeah, just a second printing. I've got the regular A cover of 95 coming to me, and I'm going to also pick up the second printing. Still available in Midtown, so I don't think it'll be a problem to get. I think that was it for IDW. Image. Oh, this Coffin Bound. I don't know. This looks interesting. I might look at that. That's issue number 1. It's probably a good strategy just to pick up the issue number 1s that come out from Image and stick them in a box and forget you own them, because there's a high likelihood some of these will get optioned, and then it's a $15, $20 book, and then you take your $3.40 book and you put it on eBay and sell it for $15. It's probably not a bad strategy. You know, I don't know if that'll be a good book or not, but Die number 6, I definitely like the A cover on that one. It's been a good series. I've been enjoying, you know, it's a good pickup read for me. I tend to like it. I definitely see that being made into a television show at some point. It's kind of like Stranger Things. I could definitely see that being on Netflix at some point. I think that might be it for Image. Space Bandits, I think I did pre-order that issue 2. I think I pre-ordered the first 2 issues. I think I just went with the A covers. There's also an Incentive C cover. Yeah, it's okay. There's a Scotty Young cover. Of course, Midtown doesn't show the Image. And then another, oh, I'm sorry, that was it. And then Thumbs. That's one I've pre-ordered. I think I pre-ordered the first 4 or 5 issues. I heard it was really good. I haven't had time to read it yet. I'm actually getting to it pretty soon. Probably in the next few days it's in my stack to be read. I think I'm on the M's right now. Yep, there's my next title I'm about to read. Miles Morales Spider-Man, so that kind of tells you where I am in my reading. So I'll be on Thumbs soon enough. So there's issue number 3 if you didn't already pre-order that. I've heard it's a really good series. I got the first 2 issues yet to read. From Marvel, Absolute Carnage number 1. So this is a big week next week for Marvel. They're promoting the hell out of this book. Sales are going to be very, very high. A lot of these are going to be sold. $8 price tag, so it definitely was an advantage if you pre-ordered this book. 35% off versus here only 15% off. So that was one I pre-ordered a couple months in advance, so I'm getting that copy. I also, there's a lot of covers here, obviously. There's the Addy Granoff cover, $21. That's obviously a 1 in 25. There's also a 1 in 25 of Carnage, Absolute Carnage #1 of Gabriel Delato. Really cool cover. I don't know why they don't show the cover. Midtown has their head up their ass again. They have the cover image out. It's been out for a while now. So I will pull that up. Here it is. I don't know why Midtown is not showing it, but definitely one of the better covers coming out next week. I pre-ordered that in advance. I think I paid around $20. A lot of places online were selling it pre-ordered for $35. So that's probably one you may want to look at picking up on Midtown if you didn't pre-order that, because you can get it right now for $21. That's pretty damn close to what I paid. I paid around $20 plus shipping, so I probably paid a little bit more than $21. So that is one. And of course, the reason it's not sold out right now is because they don't have the cover image. I can guarantee you, if Midtown had the image here, this thing would be red saying wish list. So just be aware of that. I think that cover is going to sell out. Probably the next few days is my guess, here on Midtown anyways. Moving down through Marvel here. It's a nice Black Cat #3 cover by Jim Bartel. I do like that cover. Very classic looking. Holding the diamonds, pretty cool. A lot of covers though. Another J. Scott Campbell for those people that are into his artwork. Cosmic Ghost Rider Destroys Marvel History #6. I did not pre-order this book. I don't like this cover, actually. It's a Zafino cover. I normally love all of his stuff, all of his covers, but I did not like that one, so that was a pass for me. And the writing on it is, it's so-so. This is definitely one I would make sure you have pulled. I pre-ordered this. Daredevil #9. I believe this is the first appearance of the new Daredevil. I believe that is correct. So make sure you've got that on your pull list, or hopefully you pre-ordered already. But if not, make sure you grab it. I believe this will sell out pretty soon. So, and then there's also a B cover by Dave Johnson. I like the A cover way better, so I think the A cover is going to sell out. All right, moving down the list here. House of X #2. Bunch of covers. Don't think there's any. Yeah, there's incentive covers, I think, isn't there? Let's see. Man, there's like 7, 8 covers. No, there is one. There is a Virgin incentive for $85. I am picking up the Putri. I did not pre-order this because I didn't know if this was going to be really good or not. I've heard the issue #1 is very, very good. A lot of new characters are being introduced. So I'm going to definitely pick this up. I love that cover too by Putri. And I believe when I was doing the pre-orders, this image wasn't available at that time. That's the only problem with pre-orders. Usually they'll show you the A cover on the solicitations when you're doing your pre-orders, but a lot of times they won't show you incentive covers or B covers. So I might have pre-ordered that had I seen that in advance. So definitely grabbing that this for next week. Immortal Hulk #22, Alex Ross cover. Definitely I've been pre-ordering these in advance all the way through until the end of time. As long as Alex Ross is doing the covers and Al Ewing is doing the writing, I'm going to be definitely pre-ordering those. You may want to also pick up the second printing of #20. It's an Alex Ross cover, it says. So I don't know. They don't have an image of it yet. on Midtown. So I'm not too sure what the cover looks like. Hopefully it's a different Alex Ross cover. Sorry guys, I lost my spot there. Get back to where I was. Yeah, so I'm definitely grabbing that second printing just to be safe. Even though I can't see the cover, I'm going to grab it. That's the thing too, right? You can't really pre-order second printings. So that's why you got to have Midtown or someplace that you buy, have a pull list where you can grab things the week before they actually come out, because I don't know what that cover looks like, and that could be, you know, a great book to pick, and there was no way to pre-order that, right? You can't pre-order second printing, so I'll be grabbing that. Also, number 22, you've got a nice Ryan Brown B cover. I added that to my cart. I definitely think that is, I don't believe I pre-ordered that. I don't remember if I saw the image or not when I was originally looking at it, but I like Ryan Brown. I've definitely become more and more of a fan of his artwork. He's done some really nice covers, Amazing Spider-Man. He's done some pretty cool incentive covers, and it's good to see him getting regular cover work now from Marvel. He seems to be doing a lot of Marvel work, so good for him. I think he's very talented. A lot of great artists out there these days, so it's a great time to be collecting in the industry, in my opinion. Just so many good artists, so many good books being produced. Even though supposedly the comic book industry is dying. I don't know. I don't necessarily believe that. I think it's doing just fine. Savage Avengers number 4. I will be picking this up, a regular priced Zafino variant. Most of the time I've got to pay $15, $20 for one of his covers, and I like this cover, and I can get it for cover price. So I don't believe I pre-ordered that, probably because I didn't get to see what the image was. So I'll be grabbing that. Make sure I pull that for next week. It's cool Bianchi cover too. I like that cover. Don't necessarily think I'm going to pay 21 bucks for it, but it is pretty cool. I think we're almost done with Marvel here. Yep. Moving on to Independence. There wasn't much on Independence that I found interesting. Dark Age number 1. I pre-ordered that book. I read the New Free Comic Book Day. It was okay. I definitely don't think I'm going to continue to buy that series. Red 5 Comics is kind of hit and miss. Sometimes it's good, sometimes not. There is an incentive cover. Of course, they don't show you what the cover looks like. So you may want to, I don't know, 17 bucks. I think I'm going to pass on that. Dead End Kids number 1, A cover. I purchased from Deviant Apple, I think is, no, Black Cape Comics had a really cool Esteban Salinas cover of this book. So I bought that for like 15 bucks. Should be getting that in the next month or so, hopefully, or the next few weeks. So I'm probably going to pass on the A cover, but it is limit 1 per person, so I wouldn't be surprised if that sells out. Probably a pretty low print run on that book. I think that might be it, guys. Yeah, the rest of it, yeah, I don't think I saw anything else that... Oh, Sync number 10. I have this on my pull list. I basically pick up... Hopefully I get the A cover. The only problem I don't like about Midtown is the A and B covers are filled randomly. I don't like that. Why can't they give you the choice? I don't understand that, but hopefully I get the A cover. It's Alex Cormack. He's a great artist. Writing on it, every issue's a little different, a little bit demented. Definitely a good read, solid read, and that's it. So that's what I had for new comic books coming out next Wednesday, August 7th. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any of my videos, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. What do you think of these books coming out next week? I didn't think there was too many, but there was a couple cool ones. Marvel definitely has a lot of books coming out. A couple good DC books, and nice dark horse book coming out with Berserker. It was not Berserker, whatever that title was from Jeff Lemire. But some good books coming out next week. Let me know what you guys think. I'll have another video out tomorrow or Friday covering top 10 or top 20 lists. Books that are kind of on the move this week. I'll go over that and any other comic book news I find. So I hope you guys have a great day. Go get your comics.